Okay, hello everyone. Good morning and welcome to another online English class. My name is teacher Lorena and we're gonna start with this this topic. Okay, last time you were checking the speculation and deduction. Okay, so right now we're going to check speculation and deduction in the past. Okay, so we have been practicing, so by now you should have like more knowledge about this topic. So we're gonna continue practicing and we're gonna check what this topic is about. Okay, first I have a video to explain a little bit more about the topic. So please pay attention and listen.
Hello and welcome to my quick overview of past modals. You must have heard people saying should have, could have, might have, but what does it mean and when do we use it? Case number 1. We use should have, ought to have, could have, might have, plus past participle to talk about actions and states that were very good ideas in the past but did not happen. So basically, you're communicating a sense of regret or blame. For example, I should have called him, meaning it was a very good idea to call him, but I didn't. You ought to have taken that job, meaning it was a good idea to take that job, but you didn't. You might have asked for a raise, meaning, yeah, that was a brilliant idea to ask for a raise, but you didn't. She could have been a fitness coach by now, meaning it was possible to become a fitness coach, but she didn't. Case number 2. We use may have, might have, could have, plus past participle to express speculations, in other words, possibilities about a past situation. These speculations are usually based on some facts we have. A fact: he didn't come to the meeting. Speculation: he may have got into a traffic jam. A fact: she speaks very good Spanish. Speculation: she might have lived in Spain for some time. Case number 3. We use might have, had to have, plus past participle when we are almost sure about our conclusions. He must have traveled a lot, meaning I'm pretty sure he's traveled a lot. This event had to have influenced their profits, meaning I'm quite certain that this event has influenced their profits. Well, I hope it makes sense, and now it's clear when to use past models. You're welcome to write your examples or questions in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them.
Okay, so we're gonna continue. This is basically what we are going to talk about on this topic. And we are going to check these cases, okay? So let's move on. So in here, do you remember how to form the past with a modal verb? These are the modal verbs that we are going to use. First, we have could and couldn't, which are in the past. Then we have can or can't, may and might, must, sure, and ought to, okay? So this is like the main structure to form the sentences. And here it says, you need only to add could, couldn't, can, can't, may, might, must, and should and ought to, plus have, plus past participle. For example, you can't or you couldn't have spent very long on this essay. You have only written 100 words, okay? So this is the way you're gonna form it, okay? You have to know the past participle of some verb for you to know or to complete the sentence. For example, it says, Lydia must have done something to her hair. She looks different. We are assuming that she has done something because she doesn't look like the same. Then we have, the letter should have arrived by now. So this means that we are thinking that the letter has arrived, okay? So these are like the examples, the main examples for this. Then we have, I'm not sure where Jake has gone today. He said he wanted to go to the movies, but his brother wanted to go far for a beer. He might have gone with his brother at the end. In here, we are guessing, okay? We are not sure about this, but we are guessing the information, okay? We could also say he might have gone or he could have gone, okay? Because we are assuming that. Okay, here is another video for you to check and to listen for more examples, okay? So here we go.
Modal verbs. When you learn about modal verbs, you learn that the past tense of can is could. The past tense of have to is had to. And the past tense of will is would. For example, this is me now. I can drive a car. This is me at 16 years old. I could drive on my 16th birthday. Here we see the past tense of can is could. To talk about a past obligation, use had to. For example, when I was a child, I had to finish my dinner if I wanted to eat dessert. Another way to create a past modal is to use the structure modal verb plus have plus past participle. For example, the past tense of should call is should have called. The past tense of might take is might have taken. The past tense of must be is must have been. And the past tense of would take is would have taken. Let's look at these two sentences. When I was a child, I could play soccer. When I was a child, I could have played soccer. What's the difference? Well, could means I had the ability to play soccer. Could have played means I had the option to play soccer, but I didn't. I could have played softball too. Here's an example with the past tense of should. Oh no, I don't have any clean clothes. I should have done a laundry yesterday. Here we use should plus have plus the past participle to show a regret. Use might or may have for past predictions and must have for strong past predictions. Notice all the students have A's. We can say the students must have studied. We can also say Thomas might have cheated. Or the teacher must have taught very well. We use would have in the third conditional to talk about past, unreal situations. For example, he wouldn't have sent that message if he hadn't been drunk. Notice we use would plus have plus past participle. Unfortunately, he was drunk and he sent the message.
Okay, so though there we have some more examples, and we're gonna continue with more examples, okay? So in here we have, Jen and Sarah must have gone back together. I saw them holding hands this morning, okay? So we don't know if that is true. We don't know if that it's something correct, okay? But we are almost sure because we have the evidence, okay? They were holding hands, maybe that means that they got back together. So they must have gone back together because we are assuming that. Then we have, my neighbors can have gone out. I definitely saw Mrs. Thompson through the window today, okay? So in here, we are certain that the neighbors are at home. So it is impossible that they went out, okay? In here, we are more sure, okay, about the situation because that person saw the neighbor through the window. So maybe, I don't know, he's like assuming that. So in this situation, we are certain about what we are saying, okay? Okay, adjectives for speculation. He's bound or he's sure to be here in a minute. He left an hour ago. Then we have, she's sure or bound to know. She's an expert on the subject. So 100%. It says, be bound to an infinitive and be sure to infinitive. This shows that something is certain, okay? That is true or will happen. We are pretty sure that that thing is gonna happen, so that is why we are going to say those two words, okay? Be bound to or be sure to. Then we have some other adjectives. I think she's likely or unlikely to agree to our proposal. It's likely or it's unlikely that the government will raise interest this year. So be likely is like being possible. Unlikely, it's like it's not possible, okay? Um, it's likely to and it's likely that, okay? We have the two. With likely to, we are saying something specifically, okay? And in the other one, we have a clause. So um, here are the two examples. And also we have adverbs for speculation. For example, she'll definitely pass the exam. She's worked really hard. So in here, this word means that it's obvious, okay? Because maybe she have been studying and she have been practicing for her exam, and she is obvious that she's going to pass, okay? Then we have, she definitely won't pass the exam. She hasn't done any work at all, okay? That is also obvious because we know that she hasn't worked to complete anything, okay? So the next one, he'll probably be here around 8. He usually leaves work at 7:30. This is a probability, okay? Unlike this one, this means that this is something that it's almost 100% going to happen because we know the situation and we know that it's going to happen. And in here, we know that it's something a probability, okay? We're not certain that that is gonna happen. Then he probably won't be here until about 8:15. He's stuck in a traffic jam, okay? It's also a probability because we don't know if the traffic jam is gonna be gone by this time, okay? Maybe it's gonna take longer than that. Okay, this is the last video. Here we go.
see, I'm not at all happy about this situation. Something's gone missing. Now, this week, we're going to talk about modals with a past meaning. And as usual, we're going to do the whole thing in 90 seconds. So, as you know, English has modal verbs. There are 9 of them in total. Examples are must, can't, may, might, and could. Now, these verbs are normally followed by the infinitive, and they're special because they don't change their form for person or to show time. They have a present meaning. But when we want to use them with a past meaning, we use the modal verb plus have plus the past participle. In this case, Rob must have eaten my cake. Now, Rob must have eaten my cake is a measure of confidence. It means that I am extremely confident that Rob did this at some time in the past. When we change the modal verb, we change the level of confidence. For example, Rob can't have eaten my cake. This means I think that this is impossible, but I know he did it. Let's make it less certain. Rob may have eaten my cake. This means it's possible. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I'm not sure. And the same for might. Rob might have eaten my cake. Finally, at the lowest level of confidence, meaning this is possible, but I'm not 100% sure at all, Rob could have eaten my cake. But that's not true, because Rob must have eaten my cake. Rob always eats my cake. I suppose it's my fault. The last set of modal verbs that we can talk about is should, when we make a mistake in the past. This is called hindsight. So maybe I shouldn't have left it. Should have been a bit quicker. Maybe I shouldn't have left it in the fridge. Maybe I should have put my cake at my desk. But Rob, come on, man. Anyway, guys, modal verbs in the past. It's modal plus have plus past participle. Don't forget. I've got to go and sort Rob out. See you next time, okay?
Okay, with this, we're gonna finish the class. If you have any question, any comment, please let me know on the Zoom class that we're gonna have later. So take notes, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, have a nice day, and goodbye. See you.